Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to give you a AI business integration plan to define your competitor differentiation and your brand mapping. You're going to be able to use this 6-step framework to position your brand with clarity and confidence by identifying opportunities, studying your competitors, and carving out your unique space. So what we're going to cover today is, first off, a 6-step AI-powered framework. We're then going to go over 10 questions that you must answer and define for your AI strategy. Then we're going to show you how to accelerate that strategy using the BrandOptimizer.AI custom GPT. Then I will give you a 6-step prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy, also using that custom GPT at BrandOptimizer.AI. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to install Brand Growth AIOS system into your business. So let's jump in and get started. So first off, this is the 6-step AI-powered framework, and step 1 is to define. So you're going to start by answering these 10 brand differentiation questions. These insights will help you identify where your brand overlaps, blends in, or stands out, and what strategic moves to make next. So question number 1 is, who are your top 3 to 5 competitors in your market or your category? Identifying your main competitors is the first step in understanding the space that you're operating in and how crowded it really is. Question number 2 is, how do your competitors typically position themselves? This helps reveal what messaging, themes, or promises dominate your category and where there may be overlap or opportunity. Question number 3 is, what is your current brand position compared to these competitors? Clarifying how your brand is perceived in relation to others helps you spot where you're blending in or standing out. Question number 4 is, what do you believe makes your business stand out in your market? Defining your unique value clearly allows you to double down on your strengths and communicate them effectively. Question number 5 is, how familiar are you with customer experiences with your closest competitors? Understanding how competitors serve their clients helps you find ways to outperform or improve on their approach. Question number 6 is, have you identified any gaps or weaknesses in your competitors' offers or their messaging? This is how you locate ongoing pain points, unmet needs, or unclaimed positions that your brand can own. Question number 7 is, where do you think your competitors are outperforming you? Knowing where they win helps you sharpen your strategy and find areas where you must improve to stay competitive. Question number 8 is, what emotional or strategic position do you want to own in the minds of your ideal customers? This defines how you want people to think and feel when they think about your brand before you even pitch them. Question number 9 is, do you currently track or monitor competitor brand moves or messaging? Regular observation helps you stay adaptive and prevents you from falling behind in brand clarity, voice, or presence. And then finally, question number 10 is, if your brand was clearly differentiated in a saturated space, how would that impact your business? Strong positioning attracts better clients, shortens your sales cycles, and makes your brand easier to trust and harder to ignore. So step number 2 is to clarify this. So you're going to define the playing field, you're going to analyze the landscape, and identify key points of comparison. This step allows you to gather the raw intelligence that you need to see where your brand fits into the category and where it can break free. You can't differentiate if you don't know what everyone else is saying, showing, or promising. So you're going to identify 3 to 5 direct competitors and a few adjacent or indirect ones. You're going to study their messaging, their visual identity, their tone, and their offers, and you're going to compare where their focus overlaps with yours and where opportunities exist. Now, with each of these steps, and then throughout this entire framework, I've provided you with some BrandOptimizer.AI prompts. So the first one here is, we are a, and put your business type in there, that serves your target audience. So based on the following competitor inputs, help us analyze category trends, positioning overlaps, and white space opportunities. And then you'll go ahead and paste in those 10 questions and your answers to those questions. Now, I want to make sure you're not just going to paste those into regular ChatGPT or another LLM model. You need to go over to BrandOptimizer.AI. This is a custom GPT that we've developed from using the knowledge base of 25 years working with dozens of clients over at Brand Identified. So you want to make sure that you're prompting this custom GPT. So just head over to BrandOptimizer.AI, click on Launch the Custom GPT. This is going to open up ChatGPT, but in the Brand Optimizer Custom GPT interface, and that accesses the defined knowledge base of all the information that you're going to need to work through this entire framework for your business. So just go over to BrandOptimizer.AI, launch the custom GPT, and then prompt that prompt that I gave you and all additional upcoming prompts into this area down there to make sure you're getting the most relevant data that pertains to your specific business. So moving on here in the framework, step number 3 is to structure. So you want to build your competitor differentiation map. Now that you've clarified the landscape, you organize it into a strategic tool. Your brand map should show where competitors cluster, where there's duplication, and where your unique position exists. So you're going to create a visual or a written grid mapping competitors by audience, message, offer, and tone. You're going to highlight where your brand naturally separates or where opportunities appear, and you're going to identify opportunity zones where unmet needs or emotional gaps exist within the category. And then I've created another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for you for step number 3. Step number 4 is to embed. So you're going to turn your positioning into a filter for all future decisions. A brand map only works if it drives action. This step embeds your unique difference into how you speak, how you sell, and how you build, making it a strategic foundation, not just a nice graphic. So you're going to use your differentiation as a filter for new messaging, offers, and campaigns. You're going to make it part of your internal brand documentation and your leadership discussions. And you're going to ensure that your unique value is clearly understood across sales, marketing, and product teams. And then I've provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for step number 4. Step number 5 is to show. So update your brand to clearly communicate what sets you apart. Differentiation is only valuable when it's obvious to your audience. This step focuses on making your unique position show up across your external brand touchpoints in a way that feels confident and true to who you are. So you want to refresh your homepage messaging and the headline strategy. You want to refine your pitch decks, your social content, and your paid ads to emphasize your difference, and use comparison charts or challenge your language when appropriate to reframe the category. And then I've provided you with another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for step number 5. And finally, step number 6 of this framework is to review. Track how your differentiation is perceived and protected over time. As markets shift and competitors evolve, your position must remain clear and protected. This step helps you ensure that your brand doesn't drift back into a crowded marketplace. So you're going to want to reassess your competitor set every 6 to 12 months, gather feedback from sales, clients, and leads about what stands out, and adjust your positioning if new players start to crowd your space or copy your angle. And then finally, I've created another BrandOptimizer.AI prompt for you to use in step number 6. Now I've created a 6-step prompt sequence for you to use over at BrandOptimizer.AI as well. So you'll be able to instantly create your custom strategy using these prompts. So the first prompt is a strategy prompt, and that is, help me build a complete strategy for competitor differentiation and brand mapping that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Prompt number 2 is an execution prompt. This one is, give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement competitor differentiation and brand mapping effectively in our business. Prompt number 3 is an audit and an optimization prompt. This one is, audit our current competitor differentiation and brand mapping and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. Prompt number 4 is a template or a tool prompt. This one is, provide a fill-in-the-blank template or a framework that I can use to create or improve our competitor differentiation and our brand mapping. Prompt number 5 is a role-based prompt. So this one is, how should and you're going to input your title or position within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, or marketing manager, approach competitor differentiation and brand mapping in a growing business. And then the final prompt here is an integration prompt, and that is, how does competitor differentiation and brand mapping connect with or support other areas like marketing, sales, or operations? So this is a 6-prompt sequence that you can go ahead and strategically add into BrandOptimizer.AI, which is that custom GPT. And finally is the Brand Growth AIOS. It is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Every service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. So I've prepared a short overview of the Brand Growth AIOS system that I will queue up right now, but also make sure you visit BrandIdentified.com for more information, and then also check out BrandGrowthAIOS.com as well. The Brand Growth AIOS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AIOS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AIOS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.